Guys, welcome back to a new episode. In this one, we're looking at a $2.50 stock, which we talked about quite a while ago. This one is in the telehealth sector, and honestly, it does have some big potential for the future. So somebody in the last episode, I do believe, asked me to cover a Canada stock, and of course, that is what we are looking at tonight, as this one is coming out of Canada, I do believe. So of course, yeah, this one was doing pretty well throughout the pandemic, as a lot more people were using the service. From there, though, it did sell off quite a bit, unfortunately, and right now, we're kind of flat, and we may even be seeing this one increase ever so slightly. So of course, the question for tonight's episode is it going to go up in the following months? Well, of course, I am not a financial advisor, but in tonight's episode I can give you my opinions and all that kind of good stuff. If it sounds like a plan, guys, please do leave a like and subscribe. It would be massively appreciated, as we are trying to grow the channel as fast as possible. On top of that, if you want to come and talk to us on Discord, link to the Discord is in the description, and if you want to become a channel member, it would be massively appreciated as well. You can do that by pressing the join button. So like I said, I am not sponsored by this company, it's just my personal opinions, and I do feel the need to state that in these videos now, unfortunately, but that is how we are. So yeah, we are going to jump straight into this episode. So right now, guys, we're going to start off by looking at the company's share price, mainly over the past 6 months. So like I was saying, guys, over the past, year or so throughout the pandemic, this one was pretty much doing quite decently, with a big increase up to about a 410% rise. And of course, the main reason for this was due to the fact that a lot of people were anticipating this one being used a lot more, and of course, a lot more people will have been using the service. And as of current, this stock is only operating in Canada for its business model, I do believe. But honestly, even in that region, there was, a significant enough room to see some big growth in the share's price and in the uptake of customers, because of course it is a very convenient service for the future anyway. But during the pandemic as well, with people not able to go to doctors, it was just a lot more hyped up than what it probably needed to be, in my opinion. And that is why I said that we saw this big sell-off, and I think it was pretty reasonable that it went down, because let's think about it, guys. As vaccine news and whatnot was on the hope, I think people were getting a bit optimistic, thinking that this one went up a bit too fast, and in my opinion, it definitely did go up a bit too fast for what it is. But looking at it now, it looks like we may be kind of flattening out. The pandemic isn't unfortunately looking like it is going away anytime soon, so there is still some decent potential for this one in the next few months. But honestly, guys, I think this one is definitely a potential growth stock for the next few years. Now, like I said, this one is not really too widespread right now, but when we look at some statistics for this industry, the telehealth market sector is expected to grow quite significantly in the next few years. Up to 2027, we're supposed to be looking at some very big increases, with it potentially set to double, if not a little bit lower. But either way, guys, we can see some big potential in this one, in my opinion. So getting back to this specific company, guys, I think it is definitely a decent play. I think it's a fair enough play, but honestly, I would not be looking for short-term profits, in my opinion, with this one. If I was going to be going in with this one, and like I said, I am not a financial advisor, I definitely would be holding this one for the next few years. But on the other hand, it definitely depends on what entry point you want to get in. I mean, yes, you could get in now, but if you are optimistic on the pandemic potentially ending soon, maybe you might want to get in this one, a little bit closer to vaccine rollout in your country, or at least a bit more widespread around the world, because of course right now it isn't really too quickly going out, and because of that reason, a lot of countries are still at home and this service is still being used. But honestly, I think when we get back to normal, if we get back to normal, hopefully this one will drop a little bit, as of course the market will have been kind of overinflated over the past year, and then hopefully we can get back on the growth once we have seen a bit of a sell-off. So of course, that's just my opinion, guys. Overall, for the next few years, definitely a very decent company if they can, keep their ground, if they can keep growing. But obviously, looking at this one, it's definitely going to be a bit more of a risk, as you will have to wait quite some time, in my opinion. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.